Hi, it's Grazza from Grazza's Freshwater Fishing. It's Tuesday afternoon, just gone 5 o'clock. We're out on the famous Lake Eppalock. Come out to see how we go, see whether we might be able to chase a few redfin down. Probably see if we can target a few yellow belly pretty well late in the evening. Sitting on about 17 degrees. Water's slowly starting to warm up. We'll see how we go, but yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Okay, here we are. We've just pulled up. We're actually just around the corner from the spillway. We've got the active target pole in, so we're going to turn this baby on, and got quite a deep wall here. We're on a bit of a ledge, so we'll turn this finder on, have a look around with the active target. We've got the ice jig on, so we're just going to probably bob. Just jig around these trees, these few sort of old sucklings here. See what we can find on the active target. So we'll fire her up, and let's see what we can see. So we'll slide this baby down. It's just a case of just adjusting that wing nut on the side there, just to make sure it's nice and free. That looks good. Just accept this baby, and there we have it. So we're in forward mode at the moment. Basically got the downrange on auto. Let's back that off. Forward range, as in how far I can see forward. I might just back that off to 15 meters. Back that off. Contrast, I think I'll just leave that on auto for now. Back that off. All right, let's have a look around and see what we can see. And then we have some fish just there, just hanging off. Just had a touch, just here. Still got fish sort of having a crack at it. Okay, a few reddies just sitting, only little ones, sitting on the bottom there. The fish just rising up here, heading towards my lure. There's something's, oh, I had a good touch then. So they're all just stirred up now. It's raising there. A few fish just hanging off here. Here's one coming, having a crack at it now. Here they are chasing it. Not interested. Oh, there we go. A few reddies sitting in here. Only little. Just can't hook up. So what I'm doing here is I'm just in anchor mode. So, oh, here we go. We got a couple having a go just here. So I'm going to try and just move just a foot to the left. It's just really sort of just scouting around the tree here. As you can see, suckling's just sort of sitting in there. Still got a few little fish here just playing around. The great thing is we can sort of just pan this around using the handle. Just have a look. There's the suckling tree in front of us again, off to the right of it. Nothing really standing out there. Nothing really standing out. Potentially a couple of fish just hanging off here, one off the side there. You can see my line. You can see my lure. It's panning off to the left. We've got a fish coming up now, just a little ready, coming up to have a look at it. Oh, a little bit of a hook up there. Okay, so we're just going to move forward a little bit. We'll get a little bit closer to that tree, which is just out in front of us here. So as you can see, boat sitting here. This is behind the boat, which is sort of going back out to the deep behind us. And we've got forward. Let's clear here, clear this curse. Okay, so, ooh. See the tree once again. Just go to the left of that a little bit more. Oh, there's a few down there. You can see quite a few sort of. Just can't hook up. Look at them. It's quite a few little ones there. I've just sort of brought the bait off the bottom a little bit. It's going to move forward a tad. A little bit closer to that tree. Got a good fish just here. He's just under the boat. Just dropped a little grub just down there. He's basically just right underneath us. Here he is again. Another good fish just here. You can see my lure here. Another good fish just straight out in front of us here. We've got a few fish just sort of hanging out the front there. Look at this big fish just here. He's just about to hit it. He's looking at that grub. He's just gone into that structure there. He's just come off it. Good fish. He's just hiding in here. He's had a look at this. Let's see if he'll have another look at it. Just gone off there. Just going to raise that lure again. I'm just going to drop that down. So we just found some really good laid down trees here. We're sitting in about 8 meters of water. We're just off the bank here. Sort of just a couple of fish earlier, just sort of hanging off it. As you can see, it's quite a good lay down here. So we're just going to drop our little jig down, see if we can generate some interest. You can see my lure going down. So just jigging here. Bring it up. Couple of little fish there, just chasing it. The fish just came off the corner there. So it's a real clear sort of tree hanging off here. This is more line of our boat. So let's just change our depth here. Sorry, back, just downrange. Just got to change that to 10 meters. There's a nice big fish just off the top there. See if you'd be interested in this. Drag that up. Not interested. Couple of good fish there. So let's throw crankbait out towards them. See where they are again. See my lure just here. Just there. Drop that back down. Just going to drop that back down. See my lure just in here. Bring that up slowly. Anything's interested. Just panning here to see whether I could see where those fish and what direction those fish went. Saw those couple of good fish. So we've got a heap of trees, you can see it's only in 2-3 meters water. So here's our boat here. Fish is just basically, I've got the active target sort of sticking out to the right of the boat here, and they're just hanging around in these old suckling trees here. So just run that lure through. See my lure going over the top there. We'll see the lure coming around that 10 meter mark, coming through. The tree there. Nothing. These fish just here. It's my lure coming through.
Okay, here's a really good example. We've actually got a few fish just hanging off the side of the bank here. A couple of good ones coming out. We're sort of just casting out to the drop off. We're going to flow our lure about 15 minutes out, drag it back through here and see what sort of interest we get. So let's sit it out there. See our lure drop right next to that fish. See my lure coming through right there. Just running along the bottom. It's going right past those fish now. No interest. Throw that out amongst them again. Couple of good fish there. Lure's just dropped in there. The lure running up. Nothing. Absolute beautiful evening on the lake. Wind's dropped right off, but beautiful sunset as you can see. So we're just fishing this rock wall, and we've got quite a big drop off here. As you can see, going down from sort of 2 meters because we've sort of hugged the bank, throwing back into the drop offs here. Got a couple of fish here already, just sort of hanging really close. So just drop off here, drag it up here, and see what we can raise. See if anything's interested. So look at that lure dropping down. So just dragging that up off the ledge. It's about to come over a good fish now. See if there's any interest. No. So lure just there. A couple of good fish just there. Drop that down and see whether they're interested. No interest whatsoever. So we're just slowly up in autopilot, just moving really slowly. So they're just hunting along this rock wall. You can see here a couple of fish just hanging off here, about that 5 meters out, coming in and out of range there. See if there's anything sort of sitting in those rocks. So just trying to keep it in that target zone as long as we possibly can. We've got our lure coming up now. Lake absolutely looking a treat. sunset.
So there you have it, Active Target, spending a few hours here out on Lake Eppalock. Hope you got something from it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it. If you would like to see some additional videos, please subscribe to the channel. Unfortunately the fish weren't biting, but as you can see, they just weren't interested in taking the bait. So thanks once again, and hope to see you out in the water soon. Thanks for watching.